Here's your Forbes Daily Briefing for Tuesday, February 13th. Today on Forbes, how Las Vegas became Sportstown, USA. 2 decades ago, Las Vegas tried to buy a commercial slot during the 2003 Super Bowl to promote tourism in the city. But the NFL stepped in, citing a contract that allowed it to reject any ad related to sports betting, even though the spot didn't include any overt references to gambling. How times have changed. Sunday's Super Bowl 58 broadcast featured 3 commercials promoting sportsbooks, and the game was played at Allegiant Stadium, walking distance from the casinos on the Las Vegas Strip. It's just the latest victory in the city's unlikely rise from sports betting capital to sports capital, period. Over the last 6.5 years, Las Vegas has built on its long association with pro boxing. It bills itself as the fight capital of the world, and as the home to UFC, by adding the NHL's Golden Knights, the NFL's Raiders, and the WNBA's Aces, plus a Formula One race, the 2022 NFL Draft, and the 2022 and 2023 Pro Bowls. Meanwhile, Major League Baseball's A's are slated to make the move from Oakland, and the NBA, which held its 2007 All-Star Game and 2023 in-season tournament final in Sin City, and has played Summer League games there since 2004, has also touted Las Vegas as a potential expansion team market. Despite the historical concerns about bringing professional sports teams to a town famous for its casinos, Las Vegas has natural advantages as a Super Bowl host city, and as a sports city in general. These natural advantages have been honed over decades as the home to major industry conventions, countless corporate events, and elaborate trade shows like the tech-focused CES, which drew more than 130,000 attendees last month. More than 150,000 hotel rooms and a slew of marquee properties in close proximity to one another ease logistical concerns and give marketers plenty of venues to work with. That setup helped feed the appetite of sports owners like Al Davis, who ran the NFL's Raiders from 1972 until his death in 2011, and dreamed of moving his outlaw football franchise to Sin City. One NBA team tried but failed to relocate there around 2000, without the public's knowledge, says an industry professional who was involved in the negotiations. Other pushes in basketball, baseball, and Major League Soccer fizzled out as well. Mark Gannis, president of consulting firm Sports Corp, says, quote, "The gambling stigma was a significant issue, but it was only one of a number of significant issues." For one thing, while Las Vegas is larger than, say, New Orleans or Green Bay, it is 40th in Nielsen's ranking of U.S. media markets, with a metro area population of 2.3 million. That curbs a team's potential ticket sales, and, in baseball and hockey at least, its local media revenue. Sponsorship was another concern in a state that, Golden Knights president Kerry Babols notes, is home to only 9 Fortune 1000 companies, quote, "and 5 of them are gaming companies." The gaming industry was a particularly tricky fit because, given that pro sports could theoretically pull fans away from slot machines and table games, there were no guarantees that the casinos would support a new team, politically or with their pocketbooks. However, it turned out that, in fact, the casinos embraced the incoming teams. MGM Resorts International is a co-owner of the Golden Knights T-Mobile Arena and sponsors the Knights, the Raiders, and Formula One's Las Vegas Grand Prix. Lance Evans, Senior Vice President for Global Sports Corporate Partnerships and Sponsorships at MGM Resorts International, says, quote, "It's just giving people another reason to come to Las Vegas." Sportsbooks and casinos across Nevada are handling more bets than ever, with revenue reaching a record $15.5 billion in 2023. The stigma around gambling began to ease after the Supreme Court in 2018 struck down the law known as PASPA, which had effectively banned sports betting in most of the country. Wagering on sports is now legal in 38 states, and leagues like the NFL that once opposed gambling have had to quickly adjust to the new reality. For full coverage, check out Brett Knight's piece on Forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.